Click. I'm just playing. Hey, everybody. Hello and greetings, everybody. It's your boy. That's right. It is that time of the week. It's the special time of the week where we spend some quality time together. That's right. It's Figure Friday, my lads. The time of the week where we spend some quality time together. And we basically nerd out about all things figure, Funko, merchandise, memorabilia related to all kinds, shapes, colors, and sizes. Okay, I'll drop the act. I'm sorry, folks. But yes, good evening, and it's everybody's favorite figure collecting Lobo here, once again back with another riveting episode of Figure Friday. Now, just for those of you guys who are new to this part of the week, basically what we do here is me. I'm a collector, mostly of figures, and a lot of mostly of figures, memorabilia, and Funkos as well. So basically, what I do is I uh, I collect them and then I bring them here and then I want to show them here to you guys, right? And they can basically be from any universe, any fandom, Marvel, DC, Power Rangers, television, movies. You best believe it. And what I do is I talk about that certain character or that certain piece of memorabilia, and I basically tell you what universe it's from, what or who makes them, who they are, and I give a little history, a little backstory about that particular character or that particular piece of memorabilia. So basically, that's what I do, and I've been going strong. We're 4 seasons in already to the show, and I'm gonna try to keep it going as long as possible. And of course, with the support of everybody who is also behind the camera and the audience watching, you guys are the lifeblood of this channel. And of course, I say thank you. So we're coming at you live not only from my YouTube channel, but also from TikTok Live. Good evening, everybody. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Kenny. What up, man? How you doing? How you folks doing this lovely, lovely evening? Okay. But before we get started, if you haven't already, please do me a favor, folks. If you haven't had anything to eat, or if you want, feel free to go grab yourself a snack, grab some dinner if you haven't already, or grab just a drink if you want to, just to mellow out and chill with your boy. Because I want you guys to feel as at ease as possible, because this is a green zone. Everybody's welcome. No grudges, no judgments, nothing. Tap those screens. Give this man like. Wolfus, thank you, man. I appreciate you, man. That's that's the first. Get his algorithm going. Hey, I appreciate you, my man. Really, I understand that the TikTok algorithm is a whole lot more wonky, than any other algorithm, but that's perfectly fine. And I don't need to worry about me, folks. I have me a little something to drink right here. It's my own little mixture. It's an ocean water, It's Sprite mixed with a coconut additive. But basically, what I did was I took some blue food coloring and then I added it into it. That way, it give it a little bluish tint, And I think it looks good, really. Oh goodness. You guys good? Because I want to make sure that you're good before we get started. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started because as you can see, we have hit that 3-minute marker. So I invite you guys to sit back, relax, kick your feet up, take a deep breath, and just relax with your boy because as you know, it's just you, me, and the merchandise of tonight. I have over 1,200 plus memorabilia here myself. Hey, that's awesome, dude. Hell yeah. Nice to meet another collector. Shoot, nah, I honestly think I'm alone, but hell. Gunslinger, hello, welcome, man. How you doing? Good evening. Good evening. Tap those screens, give this man likes. Wolfus, thank you so much for the likes, man. Heck, I appreciate you. And thank you so much for the encouragement, Heck, I appreciate you so much. And feel free to smash that share button on this live if you like. Appreciate everybody and everything. So why don't we go ahead? Okay. Oh, all right. Cool. Appreciate you, Gunslinger. I appreciate you, man. I want to say hello and welcome back to those who are just joining us, or if you're going to be watching this as a highlight. Hello. Oh, well. Oh, goodness. Little gas from the Sprite, So, being that tonight will be a sort of special evening because the only reason I say that is we are going to be introducing count them, three new additions to this figure and Funko family, all of which reside in the world of wall crawlers, mouthy mercs in red suits, and of course, giant green lawyers, So either way, so with that being said, it's Marvel night, folks, and I do hope that you guys will sit back, relax, and of course, enjoy. Oh, hold up. Let me get rid of that ad. If I can put some. And of course, just in case the music that you guys are hearing in the background, I just want you to know I'm simply using it for aesthetic purposes, just to help everybody mellow out and just have a good time. So yeah, why don't we go ahead and get started? So first up, okay, oh, wait, hold that pose, hold that pose. Let me just take a little click. No, sorry. Please, V-Bucks. Hold up. Gunslinger, are you asking me for V-Bucks, my man? Like, I'm just curious, because I don't have any. I mean, I only use a card. But anyways, I'm sorry. I had to take a little quick snapshot of you guys because you're so breathtakingly amazing. Anyways, the first guest of the evening comes straight from the hero side of the list, the hero side of this Marvel cinematic world. More specifically, my favorite of all the Marvel universe. So the only reason I like him more than any other Marvel hero is because his character was taught a very, very valuable lesson, folks, in order to become a great hero. And yes, I mean, that sort of happened, right after he was bitten by a radioactive spider. So please, ladies and gents, give a big Wolfpack welcome to Mr. Peter Parker. Yes, that's right, folks. The bright and smart web slinger of the 90s Spider-Man cartoon series has swung his way into tonight's episode. So, go ahead and get him out of there. And this was actually a pretty good steal, from the I'm sorry, from a recent Comic Con that I went to a couple months back. Let's hop on the PlayStation. I'll probably hop on the PlayStation after this showing. B Rain, I got you, man. How you got the lightsaber? Which lightsaber? Mine? I got that. I bought that. Honestly, I bought it off of Amazon. But let me give you guys a look at him. There you go. Now, as you can see, this is actually, I said this is from the 90s Spider-Man cartoon series, and of course, this is the first ever retro look that he was sporting. And of course, he does come with a couple of accessories and one interchangeable head. I think it's out of there. Ooh, goodness gracious. I apologize for the noise, folks. Really. Oh no, I dropped it. I dropped the head. I got it. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Oh, goodness. Oh, sorry. Rain, let's play COD later. If I get the chance, dude, I might play COD. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna be playing tonight, so I hope you will look forward to that. Yes. Wolfus, again, thank you so much for that. But as you can tell, as I said, this is a human mode, so we're gonna get to talk a little history here. Now, Peter Benjamin Parker was born to a pair of CIA agents, Richard and Mary Parker, who were actually killed when Peter was very young. And after the death of his parents, Peter was actually raised by his Uncle Ben and Aunt May, and in a very modest household in Forest Hills, New York. And while he was there, he attended high school, and Peter attended a science exhibition about radiology, where in that fateful moment, his path was actually chosen, where he was bitten by a radioactive spider that granted him the basically proportionate strength and agility of a spider, as well as a spider sense that basically warns him of a nearby danger in order to test his new abilities. Now, a little bit further down that line, he decided he wanted to see what this new power of his can do. So he decided to earn some cash by participating in a wrestling challenge against a character known as Crusher Hogan. I don't think he's related to Hulk Hogan, but you never know. He easily won the challenge, and he also gained the attention of the media. And afterwards, while backstage, Peter actually saw a burglar run past him, but decided to do nothing because he felt like it wasn't his problem. He's not a crime fighter, because in that moment he feels he wasn't a crime fighter yet. And later that night, when Peter arrived home, he was told by policemen that someone had actually broke into their house and murdered his Uncle Ben. And the cop mentioned that they had tracked the killer to a nearby warehouse, and in a fit of rage and his anger getting the best of him, Peter put on his wrestling costume and went after the murderer himself. And upon arriving on the warehouse and easily defeating Uncle Ben's killer, he actually revealed by taking off the killer's mask, that it was the same burglar that he chose not to stop at the arena. Thus, in that moment, he learned a valuable lesson that with great power comes great responsibility. Thus, he donned his costumes. He was learning his new spider abilities, and he decided to pick up the mantle of Spider-Man. So, with that being said, folks, as you know, that's one of my favorite heroes, and he does come with one little accessory. I apologize, the folks on YouTube. I apologize if I didn't show you to him. So here he is. And of course, the thing about Peter Parker that sets him apart from everybody else is that he's a photographer, right? So, what's a photographer without his trusty little camera? And I love the fact that they decided to include this because this is like one of the most retro of retro cameras. You know, big old flash on top. And let me just take a picture of you guys. There you go. I'm gonna have that developed later. I'm gonna save it. And of course, I also love this little piece right here, this little interchangeable head, mainly because it's half human and half Spider-Man. Now, the only reason I like it is because it's actually like he can be human at one point, but then like his spider sense goes off, and then that's when the mask sort of comes up. So that's really cool. And of course, I did find out some pretty interesting facts about Mr. Parker, and of course the show that itself. Did you guys know that Aerosmith's guitar Joe Perry was the one who performed the theme song? And the probably like one of the most heartbreaking facts that I found out about Peter's parents is that the villain known as the Red Skull was actually the one who ordered the assassination of Peter's parents. So that was basically the reason that they were killed in that plane crash, because his hitman was the one who sabotaged the plane. And probably the coolest but kind of creepiest fun fact, and I mean it is true because I've seen it before. He can actually turn into a real actual spider, but I don't know if he grows small in size. But that's also part of the what saga was it? It was the Neogenic Nightmare. That's what that episode was. It was one of them, anyways. But still, it was really cool. One of my favorites, honestly. Yeah, little swig here. You guys good? Because I want to make sure that you're good before we continue. Also, if I'm going too fast, I apologize, host. Trying to slow down, but sometimes I get so excited I can't help myself. Okay. Turn that around. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and move on. Next up, we're going to be taking to the skies, if you will. Okay, you be safe, okay? And we're going to be taking to the skies for a bit to introduce our next guest, who comes from the villainy side of this popular 90s show that we're still talking about. And the voice actor, if you will, is a man of many faces. So please, ladies and gents, give one more Wolfpack welcome to Mr. Jason Philip McIndale, a.k.a. the Hobgoblin. Yes, that's right, folks. The pumpkin tossing villain has flown his way into tonight's episode and borrowed. He borrowed a story, and I don't know if he's going to give it back, so he might do that. So either way, we'll see. Okay. Oh, goodness, this box. I hate when they put them like this. Really kind of defeats the purpose. But I'm not going to let this thing defeat me. Okay, I'm already loving the character design. And he comes with a lot of accessories. Cool. Let's go here. Sorry for the noise again, folks. I apologize. Okay. Come on out, Hobby. Come on out, Gabby. There we go. Go. Bam. Dang. I love this guy. I love the freaking look of him. Like, really. Hold on. Let me see if it'll do it. There we go. And as you can see, this is the trademark look of the Hobgoblin from the 90s Spider-Man saga as well. And now the thing about him that sets him apart from a lot of the villains, and I know that some of the villains from the villain stories, I want to burp, but I can't. So I apologize. What sets him apart, like I understand a lot of the villain origin stories, they kind of start out the same, but his is a little different. When he started out, he was nothing more than a petty crook, that took the identity of the Hobgoblin. And during this time, Macindale actually heard stories about the kingpin of crime who was said to control most of the crime on the planet, but believed that the stories he heard were just, myths that were created to entertain the gullible. And over time, Macandale eventually became a very successful thief. He got rich from a lot of criminal ventures. And there was even a moment in time where he decided to experiment, and he ran upon the same serum as the other goblin in the series that actually gave him enhanced strength, agility, and I'm gonna say an enhanced brain functions, but I don't really know on that one. I don't know. Thank you so much for that, man. It is epic memorabilia indeed. Like, I mean, are you talking about the stuff behind me? Because if not, I apologize. Okay, and he does come. Uh, I'm sorry. What was I saying? Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. There was actually even times where he moved up from petty crook to like terrorist, or even then like gunslinger, all that stuff. But most of the weapons that he does sport these days, they used to belong to the company known as Oscorp. Now, Oscorp was the one who manufactured and funded a lot of villainous weapons, such as things like the Rhino's suit, Doc Ock's tentacles, and of course, a lot of weapons were also for the Hobgoblin, which of course I'll be able to show you guys right now. And of course, every goblin, or so far the two goblins that are in this series, they sport a glider, of course, that sets them apart from a lot of the villains. Aerodynamically, very much enhanced, um, very purplish, red piercing eyes. And of course, he does come with this little accessory too. It's a lovely little man bag. I'm sure it's Louis Vuitton, but I don't really know. But technically speaking, I know this is basically where he stored his bombs, his pumpkin bombs, which of course I was happy enough to have one right here. So gotta be very, very careful because I don't want to drop it. Because if I drop it, Lord knows this house is probably gonna blow up. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's actually a pumpkin face that's on that little bomb. That's of course sporting the green flame here. Now, uh, basically, I know it looks like a funny little jack o' lantern, but trust me, these little things they pack big, big time booms. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. I dropped it, but we're okay. It's a dud, and it's a dud. And of course, he uses the glider mostly for his transportation. The bombs, of course, they pack enough C4 to level an entire building, but I don't really know to destroy it. But it really depends. Like if he was to drop that whole bag in like maybe I don't know, maybe 10-foot tall building. I don't know, something like that. Maybe a 20-foot tall building. I don't know. I'm not good with numbers. I apologize, but it would level it pretty good. Heck, it might knock it down because that is a lot of explosives. And because it's also the same explosives that they use for demolition in a lot of old buildings. And of course, I did find out some pretty interesting facts about him. Uh, did you guys know that in this series in particular, he's actually voiced by Mark Hamill? And of course, if you guys who don't know who that is, you might recognize him from his other roles. Let's see here. The Joker from the Batman animated series. He was also, what is it? Luke Skywalker from Star Wars, as you know. Oh, my goodness gracious. I know there was another one. Oh, yeah. And of course, the Hobgoblin, either way. But also, I did find out for a moment in time that Deadpool, the merc with the mouth, was actually a hobgoblin in another universe, another series. And of course, back in the 80s, he was considered the greatest villain and biggest rivalry of Spider-Man. Oh my goodness. So I'm just going to go ahead and just sport this on him, real quick. I'm going to put this bag on him. He makes it look good. Yeah, flex it, boy. And I'm going to set him up on his glider, probably try to stick him onto the shelf. That way he'll have a new home. Yes, Luke Skywalker. That's right. The man, Luke Skywalker. Okay. There. Trash. Okay. Get another swig of this wig here. You guys good? Because I want to make sure that you're good. Because, and now we come to it at last, ladies and gents, the finale of the show to introduce probably our most unique character of the evening. And she certainly has a way of standing out, and of course, The only reason that makes her like more unique than any character that I've seen so far is the fact that this version of her is actually sporting a symbiotic sugar coating. So ladies and gents, one last Wolfpack welcome to Miss Gwendolyn Poole, aka Gwenpool. But as you can see, she isn't alone. She's sporting a very dark friend of hers, So let's explore this tale of this blonde-haired, blue-eyed bombshell. Huh? Bam. Dang, I'm loving this version of her. She looks really cool. Dang. Look at her. As you can see, she's sporting somewhat of the Gwenpool look, but as you can see, she has these tentacles. They kind of have a little bit of everything in them. She's got some drumsticks here, but as you know, she's a drummer like a lot of Gwen Stacy's or Gwendolyn's. I'm sorry. She's got her cell phone because she loves taking selfies, and of course, from the back right here, she's got a little katana because Deadpool, Gwenpool. You see where I'm going with this? Give you guys a look. See. And of course, she does come with. Oh yeah, okay. She does also come with a stand, which is very good because I want her to be able to stand me. I'm sorry, I apologize for that bad joke. But, anyways, so the history of Gwenpool is likely the same as that as Gwenpool of Earth TRN-565. Until she bonded with the Venom symbiote at an unknown period of time, which unfortunately we don't know when. And of course, after giving a drawing to her boss, Mr. Melville, that revealed to him the secret identity of Daredevil, Gwen actually decided that she needed to kill her boss in order to prevent Daredevil's identity from leaking. And after being convinced by her symbiote that it was the best course of action, she unexpectedly teamed up with Deadpool and battled the Hand, which of course is a secret, organization of trained red ninjas. I think that's what it is. Which of course Mr. Melville was a member of, making Gwenpool's decision to kill him a whole lot easier. And Gwenpool, she ended up killing Mr. Melville by accident when a bullet that he fired bounced off of the shield she made to protect Daredevil with a ricochet that struck him in the heart, causing him to fall out the window, and of course falling to his death. Now, here's where it kind of gets a little tricky, because shortly after being asked to join Daredevil in protecting the city, Gwen was actually killed by a poison, not like a drinking poison or like stabbing poison. No, no, no. These poisons, they're actually a group of interdimensional creatures who actually assimilate symbiotes and consume their hosts to gain their likeness, their memories, their powers, and their abilities. And of course, it impersonated Daredevil, who then consumed her entire body. Now, in that moment in time, thanks to the symbiote, she was able to get away from them. And of course, to this day, the two have unshakable bond. They still get into a lot of trouble, and of course, believe it or not, they fight crime. So, I mean, it's kind of a storybook friendship, But either way, it's kind of sick. But that's just me. I did find out some pretty cool, interesting facts about her. Did you guys know that this Gwen is actually left-handed, whereas every other Gwen is probably right-handed? She is not Gwen Stacy. Just for those of you guys who reiterate, yes, I know she has the same name, same look, probably same attitude as Gwendolyn, but there's a lot of differences, as you can see, because she bonded with a symbiote, and of course when Gwen Stacy bonds with a symbiote, it's a little bit different, a little more dangerous. And probably the most unique about her is that she has no real powers. Like she's just a blonde girl running around in a pink Deadpool-looking suit, But she does have a very wide array and selection of weapons and vehicles at her disposal, and she actually uses those in order to protect the city. Because believe it or not, I mean, when you have that much firepower at your hands, you can't help but use it on the bad guys. But that's just me. That's just her. But I am going to go ahead and end the stream right here, folks. I want to say thank you to everybody who came out to see me tonight. You guys are breathtakingly awesome. I appreciate you so much. From here, I will be shooting over to my Twitch to do some gameplay. Not sure what yet, but trust and believe I will be there. And everybody who is watching on TikTok, feel free to shoot over to the link in my bio, because the link to my YouTube is in there. And feel free to hit the subscribe button if you like. Feel free to smash that like button also, and feel free to sample either this video or this video when they do appear. And of course, I look forward to seeing you guys next week for another riveting episode. And as always, folks, stay safe, be zen. Remember, 6 feet apart. Drink water, and of course, get exercise and get some sunlight, huh? And of course, until next time, guys, stay safe, stay awesome, stay weird, and stay yourselves. Peace.